Sup witches, Celeste of the Silver Cord here, and I'm just going to be going over some aspects that this new moon is bringing on the 24th, which is Friday night. I set you guys up here. I've got the whole zodiac represented by their tarot cards, and I got all the planets where they are going to be. As you can see, they're really all gathered up still on that one side. Some of the planets, 3 of them have moved into Aquarius already. We still got a good bit in Capricorn. And then we have Mars on one side in Sagittarius and Venus and Neptune in Aquarius, which are both water planets in a water sign. So that's really powerful going on right now. And we've got Uranus in Taurus here. So this is just bringing a lot to the table, and I'm just going to kind of run over what we've got going on here. So, with the moon being in Aquarius, I will start there. We are going to have the sun, the moon, and Mercury all in Aquarius right now. So the sun is at 4 degrees, and this is bringing a lot of light onto self-recognition and self-organizing and the hard work that you've been doing, especially with it coming out of Capricorn, which is really a work sign. So, and Capricorn is also really about working on things like addictions and things like that that hold us back from evolving forward. So this is evolving into this Aquarian energy, which is very enlightening. It's all about hope and reflection and higher perspective. So this is bringing you a higher perspective of self and organizing your hard work so that it works best for you. With the moon being there also at 4 degrees, so that's also balancing your shadow and your light aspect. Now, your shadow is like, it's just like your ego in a sense. You cannot just erase it or pretend like it doesn't exist. Your shadow is what gives you the strength to overcome. Sometimes your facing your fear gives you the strength to overcome, and sometimes your shadow aspect and being able to be assertive is what you need to overcome certain things, but it also can cause you to be over aggressive and cause yourself chaos. So that is going to be balancing that out with that being at 4 degrees. And now Mercury is at 13 degrees, which is also considered 4. So this is recognizing really what is your intuition and what is ego and fear, and what is the positive aspects of your shadow that help you overcome turmoils versus what causes conflict. What shadow aspects just jump up and cause you to lash out and cause you more problems. So this is all going to be a higher perspective on those areas of your life where you're really working to balance those out. You know, that is a 444 lineup for you right there. So that is also another major angel number for you guys to look into about balancing and doorways and things like that. This is a doorway of opportunity for a lot of people if you're willing to put in the hard work from the sun and self-organizing and balancing your shadow and light and recognizing what is your intuition and what is just a fear-based response. That is really going to be highlighted in this new moon. Then you still got all the signs that are left, all the planets that are left in Capricorn over here. And Capricorn is a very intimidating energy sign. And like I said, it highlights a lot of addictions and things that hold you back from being able to achieve your highest self. What is holding you back from doing the hard work? Because in Capricorn energy, you can get a lot done if you're willing to put the work in, but it causes you to face these addictions and these things that you use to as an excuse not to do the work. So that is still being very much highlighted with this Capricorn energy. So we've got Saturn still there, and this is still learning to control those things that self-sabotage us. This is Pluto, which is, well, Saturn is at 24, which is 6 degrees. So that's really finding the harmony there. And then you have Pluto at 5, which is 5 is a conflict number, but through conflict is where you find rebirth. So it's recognizing where the lessons are in your conflicts that help you grow the most. Because whatever the conflict is, and I guarantee if you look hard enough, you will find the lesson you are trying to learn there. All right? It's about, you can either be the victim or you can be the survivor. And it really is your choice to assign that meaning to any conflict that may come up. And through being the survivor is how you get that reborn energy. And now you've got Jupiter over here with it. And this is all about expanding your perspectives and expanding your mind. And it comes with a lot of luck and wit and being able to think quickly and being able to be witty. So instead of responding to conflicts with a more assertive, conflicting energy, you can kind of turn it and be witty and just kind of laugh it off instead of engaging into another toxic, conflicting cycle. And then we also have Pisces over here with the, the moon card. And that's all about seeking truths and seeking inner work. All the Pisces I know are very much in tune with how their emotions are, and they are either quick to be able to bottle them up so that they're not affected by them, or they're able to give a lot of love. And we've got Venus here in Pisces, and this is at 13 degrees with the new moon, which is 4, which is also a balancing, harmonizing number, but it's also 13, which is the divine feminine number. 13 moons, 13 cycles, 13 menses. That's how it works. That's why that is the divine feminine number of Freya. So with Venus being very much in its home of Pisces here, that brings a lot of opening of your heart and a lot of heart energy. So be mindful that you're not allowing your emotions to slosh all over the place. When the water is turbulent, you are not going to be able to see where you are trying to go. If you can calm the waters of your emotions, then you can really use the rest of these energies to see clearly through them. You also have Neptune, which is also a water planet. And that is at 16 degrees, which is going to bring the number 7 into it. And this is all about mysticism and intuition guiding you through ancient knowledge. Neptune is all about that knowledges that you read when you're doing research, especially into the craft and into astrology and into all those energies that we have all been working with and learning to use to better ourselves through our lives and to evolve our souls. And that is really using your intuition to guide you, to recognize things that are true to you. Because when you're reading through mystic knowledge and you read something that really resonates with you, that is your soul remembering something. It's remembering these truths and bringing them to the forefront to you. So if you can quiet your emotions, you will be able to guide yourself through, and these truths will ring through to you loudly so that they can help guide you to where you're trying to go. In Taurus over here, Taurus, which is the Hierophant, which is all about the seeker of truths, we have Uranus, which is about passively receiving this enlightenment. So this isn't so much, like you said, like seeking through the truth, seeking through what's true, and then being open and being receptive and being able to not fight these truths when they counteract something your ego doesn't like. Your ego's response to things that it doesn't like is to immediately try to push them out. And this is about accepting these truths and passively letting them come in so that they can reprogram your mind out of these toxic thought cycles. Now, directly across from that, we have Mars over here in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the Temperance card, and that is about compassion and composure. But with Mars being in it, this is radical, fast-moving shifts. This is the warrior hunter. Okay? Mars is all about battle strategy and being the warrior, being fearless, and is facing fear. The warrior is not fearless because they do not feel fear. They are fearless because they approach it and they go for it through the fear. And that is how you get out of these uncomfortable comfort zones, is by facing your fears and being willing to expand and receive this knowledge and these downloads that are coming to you, and allow them to expand your mind and change your perceptions so that you can see forward. And being in Sagittarius, which with the Temperance card, like I said, is compassion and composure, and the hunter is composed when it is in the woods, and it clearly seeks a certain target. When a hunter goes into the woods, it has a goal. When it goes into the woods, when it unleashes an arrow, there is a goal that it is going for, and it is prepared to go after what it is, and it's smart, and it looks for the signs and the clues of whatever animal it is hunting. And yeah, and it fearlessly goes into these woods, and it follows its arrows after it fires them off. So this is all that is going on over here, and this is just really a big time for a lot of people to tap into these energies so that you can raise your perspectives and really grow from that. With new moons, I always say they are the perfect time for planting the seeds of intention, and with in bulk coming up, I just wanted to throw out the suggestion of, I was just talking about this earlier with somebody else, where you can do a seeds of intention spell casting or casting, however you want to call it. And this is just simply where you take, your earth, air, fire, water, set up your north, east, south, west, set up your sacred space, and you set up the earth as being a bowl of soil or potting soil of some kind. Your air will be something that you can burn into smoke, preferably like a bay leaf, something that you can put your intent, a symbol on. Then you will have your candle for fire, with the being a new moon and the moon and the sun being lined up. I would really go with like orange or yellow. That's swift moving, that's sun energy. And then a bowl of water, which preferably would be moon water, which is just water you put out under the full moons in order to absorb moon energy. And then you place your seeds in the middle, and you call your corners, and then you will take these seeds, you will plant them in the soil, you will take your bay leaf, you will burn that, let the ashes fall into the soil. You will take your candle, you will seal this intent with the wax in the soil, and then you will take your moon water and you will water the seed with your moon water. And then you will care for this plant so that when it starts as it blooms, and you will meditate with it daily to get it to grow and bloom and grow your intent. I really do say, this is self-work. So a chant that I like to do is abundance, strength, passion, compassion. Earth is all about abundance in this reality. It's all about taking actionable steps in this reality. Air is all about the strength of the wind and the strength of your intents being focused in one area. Fire is all about your passion, what it is you're passionate about that you are now putting into physical action into this world. And then you have the water, which is your emotions that you will also be putting into this casting. And then you can, close your circle out and give gratitude to your deities or your ancestors for coming and listening to you as you speak your intents to them during this casting. All right, I think that is all I wanted to cover over with you guys. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe, spank the bell to get more notifications. And I will be back within a day or two with our full moon lineups and spell for the full moon. Okay, guys? Talk to you later.